You guys got some intro music?
We already started. And that's the intro to the week 5 A3 Connection League show.
The players.
As you can see here, we have our guest appearance of the week, Casey Bruggeman. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Hashtag free Blaine. Joe, what's going on, sir?
What?
What's going on? We're live, dude.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I was in a daze. I'm trying to watch this game right now. I'm so ready.
You're just sauced after your big loss this week. You don't know what to do with yourself.
Dude, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. I don't want to talk about the whole episode, but I will.
Casey, got anything to say before we get into the week preview from last week?
You know, just got to say it feels good to finally get that first win. A lot of times on the victory lap, you need to pop a couple beers, and that's all I need is a few wins here and there.
That was a big
all right, with that, let's get on to it. Week 4 preview. Might as well start with Casey and his proclaimed win right there as he beat me 119 to 106. Came down to Monday night. My Sammy Watkins got injured right away. Philip Lindsay. Case, did you watch Philip Lindsay just destroy me in my dreams Monday night or no?
No, I didn't. I did not.
Of course.
Forgot what I was doing, but I was down in cities, so I didn't.
That's fair. That's fair. Case, how about you? You got anything to say from your squad here after a big win?
You know, there's a lot of low lives out there that are trying to trade me some shit all week for all my good players because they're like, "Oh, Brooks, he is dumb. He just doesn't know anything." You guys can all suck it. My team's on the rise. We're coming for the championship.
Oh, no more victory lap from Team Brooks. That'd be big if true. All right, on to the next one. We had the Fighting CJs still forced to be reckoned with. They moved to 3-1, and the Embarrassed Dragons now no longer the Angry Dragons. The Embarrassed Dragons only put up 75 points. Joe, what do you got to say about these two squads?
Dude, Casey, we have a member in our division. While you may be on the rise, we have another he's just tumbling down this slippery slope. And it doesn't help when you almost get doubled up by the man himself, IA.
Dude,
Let it be known.
Is really good.
If you're a guest appearance on the show, you will win your matchup that week. It is 100% proven.
Casey, you got a good lookout for week 5.
Yeah.
Need that.
All right, on to the next one. Ellie's team had another good week, another 140 ball. Scoring was insane this week. Beat Burt, who then falls to 0-4. 0-4 from Team Burt. If he didn't have Matt Ryan, he'd be putting up 80 points a week. It's pretty sad. What do you got to say about fellow math teacher alum from Concordia, Brett Bergeson there, Casey?
You know, there comes a point in time where we ask the question, is Brett Bergeson just bad at fantasy football?
I think that answer has been true for at least 2 years, and it's been yes. Yes, he is.
You know, you love the guy. You love his passion for Minnesota sports. You love how he gets in early on Monday and Tuesday to really scour the waiver wire. But, you know, really it comes down to pretty good game planning. But when you get down to actually calling the plays in the game, it just doesn't go well for him.
No, he's not a gamer. And he always tries to tell me every time I see him, other leagues I have good squads. You know, it's just this one league. It's bad luck. I don't know. I just think he's bad.
In his defense, Dalvin Cook was supposed to be like a top 10 guy. Obviously, that hasn't panned out. Larry Fitzgerald is finally potentially dead from fantasy relevancy,
which is kind of sad. Poor one.
It is. He's been a part of us ever since we were like junior high.
True. It's true.
In the beginning.
All right. On to the next one. We had Patrick and Rudy Chance beat Dylan's team, who's also really bad. 105 to 92. Dylan texted me at 3:30, just pissed off that Chris Carson isn't playing. Which he was reported at 1:45 he wasn't playing.
Yeah, started him.
Yeah, he stayed. Yeah. He could have put in. Well, he was all pissed off because it 3:30 it locked and he would have played Naheem Hines, but he could have picked up Mike Davis and plugged him in. And he would have won. Either way, Patrick is flukily at 3-1. I think. Joe, what do you got to say about your guy Patty's 3-1 squad?
Yeah, I mean, it hurts his squad that Devonta Freeman's back. He's gonna lose his Tevin Coleman love. Leonard Fournette is he is so rare to be 3-1 by having two 4-point Leonard Fournette performances from Gideon Hurt 3 plays in.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's unheard of. Wide receiver 1, Demaryius Thomas, not ideal, but Golden Tate's picking up slack right now.
Yeah. If you want to know Patrick Sorms in a nutshell, he picked up 2 Buffalo Bills Sunday morning. And,
he picked up my scraps on Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, I don't think that's an optimal strategy going forward. Ugh. All right.
Just because he's the number 1 option doesn't mean he's an option.
No, exactly. So going to the last game before the game of the week, even though this was the game of the week, we had Shell, your team put up 168 points. It's a big week. But you lost to the meat beaters who beat your meat real hard to the tune of 175 points. And Alvin Kamara was just ruthless all day Sunday. What do you got to say after the big loss?
So this needs to be watched first because this is how I'm feeling at this point in time.
And I just want to say one thing to the fans and everybody in Gator. I'm sorry. Extremely sorry. We were hoping for an undefeated season. That was my goal. Something Forrest's never done here. But I promise you one thing. A lot of good will come out of this. You have never seen any player in the entire country play as hard as I will play the rest of the season. And you never see someone push the rest of the team as hard as I will push everybody the rest of the season. You never see a team play harder than we will the rest of the season. God bless.
As some prediction shows had me, I was supposed to be the golden boy. It hurts. It really does. I even dug in the history. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I put up the highest point total by 36 total points. No one has ever put up 150 and lost. I put up 165 and I lost. I do want this to be known, though. I talked with you about this earlier. I unleashed a power that I didn't know that I had. I cannot make this shit up even if I tried. At my house Sunday morning, Sorm and Blaine passed out upstairs because we boozed all day, lost a lot of money betting college football. That's besides the point. I go into the bathroom for my Sunday morning ritual. I get kind of this little extra buzz, like, you know what? Let's have a J.O. Quick. So I'm strolling videos. My girl, Mia, pops up on the timeline. I do it. And I had a good feeling. I put up 165 when I unleashed that power. I will not use that power the rest of the season unless I need it. And I will inform all of you when I unleash it. Because you can't stop it. Unfortunately, Zeebs had some other juju with him. Maybe he counter-fought it.
He countered with beating his meat 5 times. He says your one Mia Khalifa's lucky day to beat his meat 5 times and just punish you.
I'm not kidding. This is not a bit. I am 100% honest. That happened. I don't have that power, so watch out. Other than that, great game, Zeebs.
All right. I don't think any.
I just want to say, I popped on fantasy for my one time a day on Sunday that I usually check, and which is Sunday night, just to see how the team did. Don't want to stress yourself out too much. And
right.
I saw this ridiculous score. I thought we were playing arena football for a second there with our points, but if I could have gave my win to you, Dev, I would.
It was. So I'm driving up to Grand Forks at 6:00 that night, and I could have gotten in at least 8 accidents. George Kittle, 85-yard touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 50-yard touchdown. Emotional roller coaster. I screamed a couple times, and it hurts, but we'll bounce back. I'm done with it. That's all I got.
Yeah. I mean, you're looking good going forward. That's all you can worry about. But that is a tough loss.
Hey, I got to bounce back.
Got to bounce back. All right. And speaking of bounce back, that's what Tom will need to do after his first loss this week, putting up only 86 points in a week. Everybody put up monster numbers. He lost to Party Like an ACL tear, who remains the only undefeated team after Shell goes down with them.
Go, Press, go. Go, Press, go.
His team looks solid. 126, always a respectable number. Last undefeated team. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Bruggs, you got anything to say about fellow Champions Corner member Trevor Lawson and his squad?
Well, you know, Trevor has built up quite the reputation of being a great fantasy owner. There's just a certain je ne sais quoi about his talent in drafting and picking up people. As we all know, he lost his 2 second-round picks. Let I remind you, he had 2, Isaac. He had 2. Lost them both, but still is managing to put up numbers, and that's the type of consistency and the type of championship type performance that we've come to expect from Trevor Lawson. I know he's really been putting in the time, and I'm just happy for him. There's some admiration for me.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I mean, I think that was very well said for a fellow member of the Champions Club.
Wow.
All right. So with that, we'll do a quick recap on the waivers from this week. Kind of a crazy week. Everybody got their guys except for me. I put in a bid for the Panthers, who Trevor got. So, Sean, walk me through the big acquisition of D.D. Westbrook for $46, who now a single person put $1 on besides you.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to go ahead and stat check you there. I actually got the Panthers D to shit on you this week, but we'll get back to that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I overcompensated because I've missed out on Boyd, Calvin, and I just said to myself, Devin, if you want someone, go get them. Be aggressive.
Yep.
So I went aggressive as shit. And when I looked the next morning and saw no one else put in a bid, I was low-key upset. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I got a receiver. I don't have Kelvin Benjamin on my team anymore, which is fine. So, yeah. Whatever.
I mean, that's a tough one, but
I have extra fab.
Yeah, you did have the extra 25 fabs. Shout out Chuck's dream sister. Shout out Casey. All right, with that, we'll do a quick interview with Casey this week. The interview is brought to you by University of Minnesota Duluth. Call the head basketball office at University of Minnesota Duluth and get a free official visit and meal at the University of Minnesota Duluth. Speaking of which, Casey, how's it going? How's the basketball life? Before we get to the fantasy, how's the basketball life going out?
First and foremost, I'd like to thank both of you for allowing me to come on this great preview show. I know the prestige that comes with a guest appearance like this, and it's something that I do not take lightly. Basketball-wise, in the front up here in Bulldog Country, things are going pretty well. We're in the midst of establishing a first-year culture here, a foundation, one might say, moving forward. And, we continue to try to strive for greatness as the A Street Connection League does every year. And slowly but surely, if we keep making those correct acquisitions, such as adding a preview show to our league, we're going to get this done. So things are going well in Duluth. Visitors are always welcome. I'm just going to say that first and foremost, and we would love to have people come visit. There is always room at the apartment with Coach Benjamin and I.
I love it. All right, so Casey, after that great intro, great analogy you made towards the A3 Connection League, run us through what you think of the squad right now. How are you feeling after that big first win? You think I know you mentioned earlier you think you have a chance at the championship, but is that realistic for your squad, or are you building for success in the future in years to come?
Well, there's many emotions on a victory lap. I've been on one for a couple of years now. There's moments where you just enjoy yourself. You sit back and kick your feet up and just look at your roster, no matter how good or bad it is, and just enjoy it. And there's other moments where you look back in the back seat and your ring is just strapped in, and you get some motivation, and I think I'm on one of those motivation upticks. And started off the year a little rough, 0-3. I have not listened to the last 2 weekly previews because a la Lane Kiffin, I did not want my guys to be eating the rat poison that fellow league members were trying to throw on our team. We're trying to stay clear of what the media has to say, and I think keeping our heads down and keeping our oars in the water, we have made some progress. And with a week 4 win, getting back to 1-3 is an important step. It's not a major step, but it's an important one. And we have Sony PS2 Michael. He's back in the starting lineup, and I'm feeling pretty good about him. I made a trade for a QB. The Clemson QB is now my quarterback, and also after getting rid of the Vikings kicker who missed 5 field goals against the Packers, we now have another kicker. So we're feeling pretty good. We got Trubisky, and Fitzmagic was on the bench for a short minute, but they had to drop him because I figured Crab Legs would be back in. But other than that, we're feeling like this squad is on the uptick. A lot of untapped potential with Julio and Odell just playing very average so far. So we're ready to roll.
I was going to ask another couple questions, but you covered all my questions I was going to ask, basically. My one last question I have for you. Do you think that you will be a more active owner going forward after this win, or will you remain your once-a-day fantasy checkup?
Simple question, simple answer. I do feel that my allegiance and loyalty and passion for the league has been lacking, and I was ready to have a major uptick this year after my championship victory laps. But 2 moves in 3 months, specifically one 2 weeks before the draft, really threw a wrench in my prep and threw me back into an excuse-making cycle. But I'm ready to break that. I've signed.
How dare you focus on your career? How dare you?
I've signed a trainer. I've signed Blaine. I'm signed up with Blaine for training next offseason. We'll be mudjacking every other week on Mondays and listening to fantasy podcasts. And really going to be putting in the time, watching the All-22, and hopefully get back to championship form. They said Tom Brady would never win another championship, and there he does every year after year. One of the game's elite. I'm trying to get back to that level.
Shell, you got anything to say or ask our guest appearance here?
Case, I don't know if I mentioned this on last week's show. You're actually like one of the teams that I feel you get Mark Ingram back. Sony Michel is finally taking over. R.I.P. Rex Burkhead. Julio, I saw some crazy statistic where he could receive over 2,000 yards and 0 touchdowns. Like, that's what pace he's on, which is fine. Give him yards. If OBJ had a competent quarterback, maybe Davis Webb comes in. I don't know. We got to try something else. But I like your squad. That's why I've been trying to just deal 2-for-1s on you lately. And I'll admit I'm one of them. I'm a hyena. I see something dying, I need to feast. But you're not dying. And you won't go down that way. But I'm still going to try and get some trades out of you the rest of this week. But, no, I like your team.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We've been working hard, watching the All-22, getting in Monday through Friday on the practice field, just trying to get our reps in, feeling comfortable heading into game day.
I like it. I like it. Dedication from Casey. Moving forward, possibly. I like that. All right, so that was the guest appearance interview today for Casey Brugman. That was brought to you by U of M Duluth. Make sure to call the basketball and get your free official visit, probably a free meal and probably some Duluth basketball gear out of it. All right, Casey's sticking around for the rest of the show here as we preview week 5. Week 5 already. It's going so fast. All right, so let's see here. We will start with the game, the Meat Beaters versus the Embarrassed Dragons, the roommates. Shell, what do you got to say about these two squads here?
So like I said earlier, Sin's team is just on the downfall. Z-Barth has earned nothing but my respect from here on out, and I don't think I can vote against him, and I won't. Not this week. I think he puts the Embarrassed Dragons to He needs to rename his team the Dead Dragons after this week. There's no chance.
Case, you got anything to add? Or
Who was the first matchup?
first matchup is Z-Barth versus Austin, and we thought we were going to get a dedicated Casey Bruckman.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, check.
Right.
I know that the Toledo Avenue is a very sacred place, and there will be fighting in the temple this weekend. And I'm going to go with the Zeebs team with that.
Yeah, I like it. All right, we'll move on to the Fighting CJs, who are 3-1, kind of rolling right now. Versus Team Victory Lap. That's you, Case. You're up 11-3 right now with the Patriots D and Sony PS2. Michelle, what do you got? What do you got to say about your matchup this week?
It's always a mixed emotions returning to the Fighting CJs, and it's a tough matchup for me. Always has been, always will be. I'm gonna have to go with the Fighting CJs this week. Just been a hurdle I haven't been able to conquer in the past. Right. I agree. Shell, you got anything to add from this matchup?
Hey, I just added a sexy RB2. I'm gonna go ahead and say he might have the sexiest 1-2 running back combo now in the league with the addition of Aaron Jones. Free agent additions, Boyd and Calvin Ridley. I don't know. Something smells fishy about this matchup, and I have written down I'm going IA all day. I'm switching it because I've been motivated in this 15 minutes that we've been filming.
Oh, Casey.
Team Victory Lap. Going for back-to-backs. I'm going with them.
Go!
I'm going to lock of the week.
I mean, I'm going Fighting CJs, but I think it's closer than people think.
Yeah.
All right. So next one we got a 2-3-1 team. Zeke and Destroy versus Rudy's Chance. Zeke and Destroy's got who does he got every own right now? James White. He's at 5.8 points.
Yep.
I really like Ellie's team, and I really don't like Patrick's team. What do you think, Shell? Even though both are 3-1.
Yeah. I don't know. TJ Yeldon, Chiefs, Jaguars could turn into something magical. I can't go. Ellie's team is really good. I got to go Ellie, and it's might not be close. This could get ugly.
Yeah, I think so too. Case, you got anything?
Yeah, I got Mason Sidney Crosby missing a kick late, -1 point. That gives Sorm a 1-point victory. Rudy's Chance.
That would be on par for what Patrick's been able to pull out of his butt so far this year. On to the next one here. We got Dylan's weight room optional, still going for that first win versus Tommy Potter, who's at 3-1. Right now we have Dylan up 11 to 3.4. Dylan's got Nyheim Hines, who's getting a lot of work right now for the Colts, and Tom Brady versus Josh Gordon made Tom's lineup. He's an addict, self-proclaimed addict, cannot get away from the Josh Gordon and Gronk. So it's a big game tonight for these two guys. Shell, what do you think?
I don't know what to think. Honestly, I don't. I know Tommy's not happy with his running backs, and he'll put Mixon in for probably Burrito, I would assume. Weight room optional with some good news. He's going to get Lev Bell back, but James Conner is no Lev Bell. Tommy Potter is our worst 3-1 team that we have in this league, and he will be 3-2. Weight room optional, first W.
Case, you agree? What do you say?
I think Tommy Potter's just smoke and mirrors at this point, and Dylan, we've seen his training video headed into this year. I think that's got to pay off at some point.
Right. I think so too. All right. We got the two roommates or ex-roommates in the Brotel. We got 4-0, party like an ACL tear versus 0-4, Chuck's dream. Wrap it up. Signed, sealed, delivered. Trevor's moving 5-0.
Yeah, Chuck's going to get throttled. There's really no need for a big preview.
Yeah. Case, agree?
I agree. A big Chuck's fan, but not tonight.
Not tonight, Chuck's dream.
Not
all right.
Until Casey pipes her again.
Exactly. All right. So that brings us to the game of the week, which is me versus Shell, the co-host of your 8th Street Connection League. What do you think, Shell?
What do you What do you mean, what do I think? I think I'm going to spank the shit out of you. I'm going to wipe the floor with you. I'm going to be Conor McGregor. It's going to be – actually, I'm actually terrified of you this week. I'm not going to unleash the power. I can't do it, but I predict myself.
I might have to find some kind of dark magic to unleash on you this week. I've kind of been hiding it for myself, or hiding it from the league so far this year, as I've been not able to pull out these wins that I usually do. It's too bad. Yeah. But, I like that I get Freeman back. Hopefully some of my wide receivers get healthy and play. Shell and I almost made a big trade for Andrew Luck. I kind of agreed to it. Kind of backed out.
And Jordan just left the call. So now it's just you and me, Case. So continue. What were you about to say?
Is he getting back in? Is this being recorded?
We have to roll. We adjust to circumstances, Case.
Is it being recorded still?
Yes.
All right. Well, Bulge, you'll get to see this, but it's a good matchup here. We're 1-3, but perennially a powerhouse in the league, and a 3-1 team who has also been one of the higher in the league, and I think I got to go with.
I like that.
Just kidding. We're gonna go with the Pelican Rapids Vikings right here, baby.
Let's go.
Nina's lucky day over the Dark Lord Bulgemort, 275-5 right here. Put it on that. I'm out of here.
Bulge, you missed that.
Yeah, I did. My computer died, and then I didn't get to see it.
He grabbed your T-shirt, hooked an Eastview shirt, and then lifted up a P-Rap one. It was awesome.
He went Lee Corso on the bit.
He did. That was awesome.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't have anything to top that.
I do. That was fantastic.
All right. I think that's it for the Week 5 show then. We'll catch you guys all Week 6. Good luck, everyone. Hey, and send those league punishments over. I was going to tell Casey to unveil his, but then I freaking passed away on my computer. I got one from Tom, but it's not great. We'll share it next episode. We got to get going.
All right. Hey, good luck, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye.